Well, hello, you glorious humans of the interwebs, and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption Online. Today, we're going to be going over the best ways to make money, get experience to level up, and make gold all at the same time. Now, this is going to be the best way to achieve all of these, and if you're not good at PvP, this is hands down the best way to do this. Now, if you are good at PvP, winning showdowns and getting MVP in showdowns is going to be your best bet. But regardless, other than that, this is hands down going to be the best way to level up, make gold, and money all at the same time. Now, for those of you that just want a quick explanation, this is going to involve you doing stranger missions and hunting at the same time. Now, when you do a stranger mission, you can do it quickly and hand it in, and you'll get the very minimum rewards. Now, I think this system is absolutely backwards. In my personal opinion, you should be rewarded for doing something quickly, not doing something slowly. That's how things should work, you know? And you should reward players for doing things effectively, especially when doing things effectively as a posse. Now, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below, but the way things currently work is the slower you do things, the more rewards you get. Now, you can optimize all of this by hunting at the same time. So what you want to do is you want to do a stranger mission, and then only turn that stranger mission in the final 30 seconds. You get substantially more rewards for this, and if you're hunting during the time that the stranger mission clock is counting down, you'll be able to make an additional ton of experience, because every time you kill an animal, you get 10 XP, and then you'll also be able to turn those skins in for money. So that is the simple version. Now, for those of you that want to know more information, and specifically which strangers you should be doing this with to effectively make the most money, experience, and gold, stick around because I'm going to break it down Barney style for you. I hope you all enjoy this video. Now, this will go over the best strangers to do this with, how much you'll be making per hour, and ways you can effectively improve your income per hour as well, depending on where you're hunting. Now, let's get into this. Now, right now, I highly recommend 3 strangers. Now, the thing is, the new stranger missions, which are available with all strangers, but it's mixed in with the old missions as well. The new missions provide substantially higher gold and experience and quite possibly money rewards. Now, we only have 2 new strangers right now that have all new stranger mission types. So I highly recommend doing the Aberdeen Pig Farm missions and the Thomas missions. Now, I don't like the Thomas missions as much, but good old good old Angus up here gives the second best rewards, and more often than not, they're easier than the Thomas ones. So I always like to do Tammy and then go to Thomas, and in between, you're being able to hunt deer and birds, which will net you a lot of money and a lot of experience. Now, Thomas down here I'll do if Tammy doesn't respawn in time, because these missions will respawn once a day, or like I think it's between 24 and 48 hours is where they'll respawn in game time. So if these don't respawn while you're hunting, then go down and do the ones with Thomas. Unfortunately, he has a couple that involve getting a boat, which is going to reduce the amount of time you can hunt because you've got a stupid boat. And he's got a carriage one as well, which is a little bit of an annoyance. You can do ones with Joe as well, but the rewards with Joe are less than Thomas, so keep that in mind. If you're hunting specifically for gold, I would do the Thomas missions while you're waiting for Tammy and Angus to respawn. If you're looking for just experience and money, then I would recommend going with Joe. Now, each stranger mission will have its own amount of time to complete, and the ones with Tammy seem to go no longer than 16 minutes, which was the one where you need to steal a horse. Now, depending on the mission that you're doing, you're going to want to hunt before or after, and it's really going to be dependent on the type of mission that you get. If you get one like the stagecoach where you have to kidnap somebody, you can hunt before, or you can hunt after, because all you got to do is put the guy on your back. Now, the interesting thing about this is that when you put the guy on your back, it'll keep bringing cops to you, which gives you additional experience and kills. Now, you definitely, when you're doing this, want to kill every single animal that you find. Turkeys, if you find a pack of turkey, you can get about 70 experience just from killing that pack, because you get 10 per kill, and the packs go up to about 7. I don't think I've seen any higher than that. You definitely want to kill all the deer that you see, and skin them regardless of their quality and save those pelts. Because right now, you're just burning time, and killing everything will get you experience. Just make sure you kill it one shot instead of being absolutely terrible like me. Now, the real key to making this efficient is making sure you're hunting while you're doing this. Now, there's a bunch of deer in this particular area, and if I could actually shoot today, we'd be able to actually make some money quickly here, because these are all perfect deer. I want to make sure we get good shots on it. That's why I'm missing. There we go. So that's 3 perfect pelt deer. Obviously, if you find bunks, they're going to be a little bit more valuable. Now, instead of carving them like this, like an idiot, because this takes a long time to carve a creature like this, what you want to do is actually park your horse on top of them. Now, if you park your horse right on top of your kill, you'll be able to skin it exponentially faster, which is going to cut down the amount of time you're skinning and increase the amount of time you're able to murderize other things. Now, as I mentioned, you only want to turn these stranger missions in the last 30 seconds. That last 30-second tier drastically increases your rewards for having done the stranger mission. And since these don't reload and some of them give really bad rewards, you want to make sure you take advantage of the good reward ones as much as humanly possible, and that means turning it in the last 3 seconds. So I highly recommend hanging around your destination point within the last minute. That way you don't accidentally fail the mission. Now here is where things get really fun. Since we turned that mission in the last 30 seconds, we got 0.32 gold bars, $17.53, and 499 XP. That is a substantial increase than the typical rewards. Now, you're going to want to make sure that you're hunting when you're traveling to the different destinations as well. Right now, we're heading to Angus, and we found a vulture. These things do spawn in this particular area, and vulture feathers are worth a metric buttload. So if it flies, it dies. Now, Angus here, the beautiful human that he is, gave us a wagon retrieval mission. Now, this one is only going to last, I think it's something like 11 minutes, which is a lot better than the other one. So 11 minutes and 18 seconds to complete this one, which is a little bit shorter. The rewards for this will be slightly lower, but it's still the highest tier rewards available from the older mission styles. Now, keep in mind, we are getting new mission givers. Next week, I believe, we're getting Sadie Adler. Now, unfortunately, she's all the way up in the Snowy Mountains, so I don't think she's going to be on this list for being able to quickly level up, get gold, and stuff like that. But she will be another high-tier mission giver for higher rewards. Now, just like before, we're going to hunt and kill as many things as humanly possible to up our money and our experience, and then we're going to turn this in the last 30 seconds. On good old Angus missions, the rewards aren't as high as the new ones, but they are still pretty good, as I mentioned before. And this one gave us 0.24 gold bars, $12.88, and 378 XP just for turning it in. Now, to show how much money we made in these 2 particular missions, which took about 25 minutes to complete, went to the butcher to sell all of our items because we might be full on some stuff. Now, we got $141, 0.56 gold bars, and 1,277 experience. Now, if you want to turn that into a per hour, we could say we only did 4 missions in an hour, rounded up to 30 minutes instead of the 25, and we'll have made $282, 1.12 gold bars, and 2,554 experience. Now, if you include the Thomas mission, which you should be able to squeeze in there within an hour, you could theoretically make $352, 1.44 gold bars, and 3,154 experience in that 1 hour. That is a great return on your time, especially if you're trying to do multiple things at once. Now, the nice thing about the Thomas missions is they do put you in the swamp, and all of these missions are close to the swamp, so you can take advantage of the high income per hour from farming the swamps, which we didn't even get to discuss yet. Now, obviously, you're going to want to pay attention to the sky. If it flies, it dies. And blue herons will give you a lot. Basically, every bird in the swamp, aside from ravens, is going to net you quite a bit of money. So while you're running in between missions or within the actual missions themselves, make sure you're killing all the birds. The gators will give 15 experience per hit. So really, when you're farming in the swamp, your rewards could potentially be much higher than what we've already discussed, depending on your luck with bird spawns. Now, keep in mind that the way animals spawn in this game, they do not spawn when you're looking in that particular direction, because the way the game works, it doesn't want to show you things spawning in. So, when you're running in a particular direction, you want to make sure your camera's turned away from that direction where you want animals to spawn, and when you turn around, there will potentially be new animals there. So that's a little trick for when you're hunting, and it definitely works. You can sit in one spot, keep your camera pointed one direction, turn around, and animals will have spawned behind you. It's the way the game works. It wants to make things realistic, and you don't... Basically, the game does not want to pop in animals on your screen, so keep that in mind when you're hunting or when you're doing this. Now, when you're actually killing NPCs within the missions, make sure you're using special ammo because it will give you additional XP per kill, and take advantage of different ways to kill your enemies to get an increase in XP as well. Executions give a lot of XP, and using the shotgun without aiming down the sights will give you a nice XP bonus as well. So keep all of these things in mind when you're going about this particular strategy for getting XP, gold, and money. Now, there may very well be ways to get more XP per hour or more money per hour, but if you want to get more money, gold, and XP all at once per hour, this is going to be the most optimal way to do it. Now, if you're good at PvP, you might be able to see similar results by always winning your matches and always getting MVP, but you have to be really good at PvP to do that. Now, if you're not, this is going to definitely be the best way to get all three of these things done at once. I do hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.